Hey toy fans, Aaron here, and it's Thursday night as I record this, and that means I just got back from seeing Rogue One. Don't worry, no spoilers here. I'm just gonna say I loved it. I thought it was a fantastic movie. In a couple days, I think I'll do a video where I give my thoughts that would be loaded with spoilers, but right now, that's all I'm gonna say about the movie. But right now, we're gonna talk about the Black Series Kanan Jarrus figure from the Rebels show. So let's head to that table and check them out. Alright, so here we've got Kanan in the box. This is the pretty standard look for the line since, 2015? It's the red and black. He is number 19 in the lineup here. And back of the box is pretty normal as well. Just a quick write-up about Kanan Jarrus and what he's been up to in the time of the Rebels show. So now I have Kanan out of the box, and I gotta say this is a pretty good representation of what we see in the Rebels show. As with the other figures in the Black Series line, specifically the 6-inch, where they come from animated shows, this figure is more of a lifelike representation of what we see in the animated show. And I have to say, for the most part, it translates well. For me, I feel like the head should be just a little bit slimmer. This seems to be a little more of a rounded head. Not that much, but that's getting pretty nitpicky. Otherwise, I think everything else is pretty much there. You got the detailing in the armor. Fantastic detailing in the cloth there for the shirt and for the pants and down through the legs. The one thing that really seems to stand out to me is on the back here where the shirt doesn't seem to quite match. The bottom half of his shirt here is just a little bit lighter in color than it is up on the top. It seems like that should have been the same color. You can kind of see the molding here on the two different pieces where it maybe just paint error or something. Now Kanan does come with two accessories. One of the things in the Rebels show is that he kind of hides his lightsaber by having it come apart, and the same happens here with this figure. With this lightsaber, the blade is removable as with the other figures in the collection, and then the hilt separates like so. So then if you wanted to, you could just give him a little pose like this where it looks like he's assembling the lightsaber. So that's pretty cool. And then if you choose to leave the lightsaber in separate pieces, it stores nicely on his belt. Just slide the one part in here, the top of the hilt. And then the handle goes on the back of the belt here. And then Kanan does also come with a blaster. Does have some nice weathering detail on it. Little silver painting there along the sides and edges of the gun. And the gun also stores nicely in his holster along his side here. As far as articulation goes, everything's pretty standard. The head rolls around nicely, tilts up and down. And for the shoulders, the arms do go up very nicely. The left arm nice and straight. The right arm not so much, but it does get a fair amount of movement. This piece here does slide over the shoulder top. But the movement is limited just a little bit. Of course, the arms do rotate around. At the elbow here, you get a good bend. And it also swivels around. And then for the wrist, rolls around as well. And then also you get some side left to right movement. On the chest here, you get some swiveling around to the sides. And then for the legs at the top here, good amount of range. The holster is glued on, but it only limits the movement just a little bit on that leg. At the top of the thigh, both legs roll around nicely. At the knee, you got the double joint as always. No problem with the movement there. And then for the feet, you get a good range of motion on the ankles, forward and back, and then it also pivots around at that top point here. So overall, my thoughts are that Kanan is a great looking figure. I think it's great to have a figure from the Rebels cartoon to have in this collection. We've already received Ahsoka, and Sabine, she's released now. She's just now showing up in the stores. My second one that I'll have to open should show up in the mail sometime today. So I will have a review on Sabine coming up next week. So that wraps up my review of the 6-inch Black Series Kanan Jarrus figure. Do you have this figure in your collection? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.